Hello, gamers. Didn't expect to see me tonight, did ya? I can eat K. Scott right now. Uh, 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 um, hello. Um, I'm just here tonight. I have nothing planned. I'm not even sure what we can do tonight. And I was thinking about it. I was like, well, I could maybe, do some web browsing on stream, but then we run into potential copyright issues. So I figured, you know what? I don't know what we're doing tonight, but I kind of feel like talking. And currently, uh, I'm waiting for a coworker friend of mine to call me back into Dark Tide. He had to uh, head over to the airport to pick somebody up. So for that reason, I'm kind of sitting around. I got no clue when he'll be back. He's supposed to want to still play Dark Tide tonight, so I'm just waiting now. Anywho, but yes, I'm very zoomed in. I need you guys to know how serious I feel about absolutely nothing. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. The most fun streams are the scuffed ones, and we haven't had a really bad one for a while. So I just kind of figured, you know what? I'm just gonna start it up. I'm gonna see what happens. Um, being a streamer means putting yourself out there and being vulnerable, willing to put yourself out there, see what other people think of you. And it's all about being your authentic, uh, most real self at all times, or something. Anyways, yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing here today. I was thinking I need some background music at the very least. Although I'm not really sure how to fix that problem either. Let me see. Actually, you know what would be good? I don't know if I can do this. Let me see. Okay, this is kind of sketch. Hold on. I got to make sure this is safe first. This should be safe. So, what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of looking through my Steam wish list, and you guys can come along for the ride with me as I look through what I want from Steam from the winter sale. The problem is that I don't know if my personal info or like my address is on here, so I gotta make sure that it's not real quick. We should be fine. I'll just delete the VOD just in case, but we'll be fine. Let me see. Do my account details show where I live? I don't think it does. Oh, yow. It doesn't show that, but it does show other things. Let me see if I can find a safer way to go about this. Maybe if I were to load it in a browser tab instead, I think that might be safer. Steam store. Okay, and in this way it won't be associated with my account at all. So there's no possibility for any dangerous things to appear. Okay, I think this should be good. So here's what we'll do. You live on planet Earth? No, no, no! Please don't don't be doxing me. Come on. Let's be real. Welcome into Appy. Hold on. Let me let me adjust some of my stuff real quick. Um, but what we're gonna do tonight, we are going to browse through the Steam store so that we can find something to play. Um, but give me just a second. I figured I would just turn the stream on and see what happened. Um, and we're pretty much just gonna go until I get called back into Darktide, which could be like in 5 minutes. It could be in like 2 hours. I don't know. But K Scott says I'll be listening to. Gonna try to sleep. Of course. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. Hope you have a wonderful sleep. K Scott. Um. Wait. Hold on. Make sure you turn off the H games from your preference. No, 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 none of that. There's none of that. Don't worry about that. The problem is that some of my personal stuff is on Steam, so I gotta load it in a web browser. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna get the source up. Oh wait, no, it's this one. It's this one. There we go. Okay. Um. So here we are. Let me make myself a little smaller. I don't have any background music for you guys. You guys are just gonna hear me raw. Hold on. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let's take a look, shall we? As we browse through what we've got here. I'll do. I feel like it's kind of gray. That should be fine. Giant face. Ah, okay. Let's take a look. So, Steam Winter Sale. It's now through January 5th. So what we need to figure out is exactly what we want to get, right? Actually, I wonder if is there sound? I wonder if there's sound. I'm gonna check real quick. I don't think there is there. You know what? I'll turn my desktop audio on, and then I'll 12.4 it, I guess. Is that loud? It's a little loud. Yeah, that's loud. Okay. Abiotic Factor, I already own this game, and I never finished it. Unfortunately. Oh, it's overwhelmingly positive now. That's well deserved. I need to go back and finish playing this game, but I never did. So I just wanted to take a look, see that it's on sale. But it doesn't seem like something I necessarily want. Hold on, my setup here is so confusing. I can't tell. I can't see my chat at the same time. Yeah, let me move my chat to the other screen, actually. That's better. Okay. Hmm. There's not that. So the thing I was looking at, though, I'll show you real quick. I was looking at what? I was looking at Sniper Elite, and I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to play this game, but I don't know. I was thinking of buying this one, right? It's kind of like this really old looking one. Um, but the problem with this one is that it's kind of mixed reviews. People are saying you should just jump into 5 as your first one. And I'm a little bit inclined to do that, but I'm very much a story guy. I don't like the feeling of jumping into something that's already like in progress. Um, and then having the references to things that happened in the past. I would prefer to not feel so disoriented and jump into the first game in the franchise, which would be this one. But I kind of hear mixed things about this game. Some people are like, "Oh, it's amazing," and other times it's like, "Oh, it's so scripted and it's hard to tell if you failed a mission or something like that." So I don't know. I mean, I could, but I just don't really know if that's. It's $3.19, so I mean, you can't really go wrong. It's like the price of a soda. But Sniper Elite 5, on the other hand, now this game is looking pretty good, I must say. It's looking pretty good. Supposedly, you can jump straight into 5. Ultimately, the main character is the same throughout the 5 games, but he throughout the 5 numbered games. Um, but he does supposedly refer to things that happened in the past, and for that reason, I'm not entirely sure whether or not I would be interested in that. Um, but at the same time, he's just a dude that's tasked with killing. It's not that deep, you know? So I guess I don't really need to know the story that much. And it is $5, so I mean, if I'm gonna pay, uh, what's the deluxe version though? Is there something special about deluxe? I don't know. You know what? I'm losing my mind. I gotta turn on some kind of music. Do I even have music for this source? I don't think I do. Sitting in silence is kind of. Never mind. You know what? We're just gonna keep going. So Sniper Elite 5 is something I am considering. The other one I was thinking of is a game called Sudden Strike. Um, Supposedly 5 is in the works, and I thought, you look at this picture and you think to yourself, wow, that looks pretty cool. And you'd be right. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that my logo is still there. Let me move that. And I'm looking at this and I think to myself, like, oh yeah, this looks pretty cool. Um, but ultimately, the reviews are not super great for this game, and I think that the biggest issue above all is that even if the game were to be good, which it's like 79% or something, it's not that great. Um, the thing about it is that when I look at it, I think to myself, man, Gates of Hell does this so much better. And when I put it like that, it's like, well, I already own Gates of Hell, so why would I spend money on something that's worse than what I already have? Even if it is good, I mean, Gates of Hell is a 10 out of 10, so why would I go backwards? So for that reason, I was considering getting this, but I wasn't really sure. So this one's kind of like off my wish list here. You can see that recent is 83, not bad. Overall is 79, which is not super great. So I think I'm probably gonna pass on this one. Just being that, yeah, cool, but I've already got a game that does everything better. Um, so, but the other one I was recommended. Um, oh, sorry to Dakung. I missed your message. Sorry, I have a weird setup right now for my chats, but welcome in. Dakung says, I woke up to answer the Emperor Summon. Thank you, Dakung. Discount games really make me thirsty, but hey, my wallet is too dry right now because of Dying Light: The Beast. Ah, now that is an excellent game. I haven't played it yet, but I'm really excited about finishing Dying Light 1. I just never finished it. I unfortunately did not finish. I got really close to the end of Dying Light 1, and then I just kind of dropped it. But it wasn't bad, but I just kind of forgot about it for some reason. Dying Light: The Beast must be pretty good, though. Must be pretty good. Speaking of which, let's find out. Dying Light: The Beast is 20% off. Not bad. And it released in, just a few months ago. It's not too bad. Man, that thing looks pretty good, though. Wow.
For 13.
But $48? Same thing with Battlefield 6. So I was told Battlefield 6 is on sale. and I am generally pretty excited about this, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't really hear good stuff about Battlefield 6 anymore. Every time I hear stuff about Battlefield 6, like, I hear a lot of people are playing it, you know? But on Reddit, it's just like complaint after complaint after complaint about, like, the battle pass, about balancing, about people spawning, about walls not being destructible when you think they should be destructible, and too much grind and blah blah blah. And the problem is that Battlefield 6 is exactly what I kind of am itching for at the moment, where I really want to just play a game mindlessly, just shoot mindless stuff. Um, I don't want to think about it too much. And Battlefield 6 is kind of in that vein of something that I would be interested in. And I have played the other Battlefields. I love them all for different reasons. But I don't know if I can justify it. So the problem is that I'm going to be honest with you, good Chiefs. I've already spent like $200 this past like 2 months on games. If I pay 50 more bucks, I'm going to boost that number to like 250, 260. And I already spent way too much. Like 30 bucks in a month for me is too much. And I understand I don't have as much bills anymore, but like, I still gotta save money. You never know what's gonna happen, so gotta save. But anyways, yeah, this one I'm kind of on the fence about. I do want it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of on the fence. And welcome in Takashi as well. Welcome in. Dakung says, I think you like Foxhole. It's similar to Gates of Hell, but it's not RTS if I'm not mistaken. I actually know exactly what you're talking about. Foxhole, living with a little fox girl. Yeah, I'm too scared to click on that one. But Foxhole, actually, I know what you're talking about. This game is really interesting to me, except for this massively multiplayer. And I don't know. I guess my worry is that, like, for the most part, this is something really cool to me, but um, coordinating as a team and not being able to just grab a gun and run off and shoot stuff, um, I don't know. It's a little daunting, A little daunting. So for that reason, um, don't get me wrong. This is very much the kind of thing that I would be interested in. It's the team coordination part that I'm a little more worried about. So that's why that's a little bit of a worry for me. Bakashi says, I question your budgeting choices. Yes. Okay, I can't really pull up my stuff without doxing myself, but um, I. Oh, Perfect Taco, can you ask Dakong who their Discord PFP icon is? Dakong, who's your profile picture? Uh, Wait. What? There. Kashi is wondering who is in your profile picture. I see your anime profile picture. It's like a purple haired guy. Who is the person from your profile picture? Doxing stream. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Not yet. Um, and why is your VTuber so big? Well, I need you guys to know how serious I am about sales. Um, so not yet. What does this mean in the future? I don't know. Because my original stance on it was like,
Foxhole is a massively multiplayer.
hold on, don't mind that. My stance on it was originally that if I were to leave streaming forever and leave on good terms, then I would consider saying a bit more about myself before I leave, and doing like face reveal and stuff like that. Uh, that was my original stance. Um, but if then I kind of got to thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't really know if I necessarily want to do that. Um, I would say it's a little more in the cards for me, though. So yeah, but leave on good terms is wild. Well, yeah, generally. So, but I'll think about it. I At this moment I couldn't do it even if I wanted to. Um, I don't have a camera. I have one on my iPad which like connects to my VTuber model. Um, I'm running VTube Studio on my iPad, and that iPad connects to my computer, and it just transfers the VTuber tracking data into my computer, which is how you guys see my face. But I don't actually have a camera like hooked up to my computer, so even if I wanted to, I actually can't. So, but Dakung says it's Diablo Volpire from 66.666 years, Advent of the Dark Mage. What? I almost like opened another tab to look, but I need to I need to not open anything on the off chance that anything crazy happens. So I'm trying to stay strictly to Steam. We're strictly on Steam right now. The other game I was thinking of is Red Orchestra. So this is a game that Patriot had recommended, um, and it is one that was already on my radar. But I thought that this would be more of like when you look at this video, right? It seems like first person shooter, and I thought it would be more like single player arcadey. Uh, but it seems that I kind of missed the text here, which is first person multiplayer combat. So apparently it's very multiplayer, and that's a bit of a problem for a game made in 2006. And I do know it has its dedicated fan base of a lot of people, of like 100 or so people playing it, but getting stuck with a veteran that's been playing the game for 20 years does not really appeal to me very much. Um, and then the other thing about that is that there's this Darkest Hour Europe 44 to 45 thing here. For this reason, I'm like, I don't really know if I want to. The problem is that I'm kind of an achievement guy, and I don't really want achievements to be gone if I'm doing Darkest Hour. But it's pretty cool that they're still updating Darkest Hour, so that's cool. Uh, but Doc Hung says, yeah, reborn as a guy, a young guy, and having multiple buffs then takes a revenge. I had a lot of that stuff on my notes. Interesting. Uh, Kashi says, is it some sort of revenge isekai Korean uh, manhwa? What is that again? Uh, Loki, the character. I'm not really into any sort of war shooter multiplayer games, but I did hear good things about Foxhole. Well, I feel like I'm entering something of a World War II era lately. So um, the reason for that is because Dawn of War Definitive Edition. This game is so damn good, so good, which is what got me into Gates of Hell, um, the RTS game. There's something really satisfying about an RTS. Like I never really thought of myself as an RTS guy, but now I'm playing Gates of Hell, really excited about that, and now as a result of that, I kind of feel more inclined to World War II related stuff. Um, so yeah, men and their wars. And Foxhole is not World War II, but it's a good game. Oh, is it World War One or what? I mean, I guess it just says persistent world warfare. It doesn't necessarily say what war it is. Foxhole is a massively multiplayer game where thousands of players shape the outcome of a persistent online war that lasts for weeks. Players are the content in this sandbox war game. Every individual soldier is a player that contributes to the war effort through logistics, base building, reconnaissance, combat, and more. The problem with this is that I don't like talking to you guys. I enjoy a lot, but talking to randos in game chat, I'm like, I don't really like that very much. So, um, and I kind of do that for arc raiders, but that's different. You understand. Uh, war, war never changes. Oh, but it's a fictional war with World War One and Two aesthetics. Nice. I see. I see. But Dakung recommends Partisans 1941. Thank you. Partisans 1941. Oh no, I think I have seen this. I've seen this game like in advertised to me on the store. I don't know if I've checked out the videos for it though. This does seem like something that's a little more in the vein of something that I would be checking out. But I don't know.
Combat, stealth elements, character progression, and
I
resource
mean,
management. The heart of
stealth,
Partisans
character progression,
1941.
resource management.
To thin the enemy ranks. All missions allow different approaches.
I
As
think
commander, it is your choice to make.
eh, it depends on how the controls are. The problem with stealth, and this goes for Gates of Hell as well, but the problem with stealth games is that, sorry, stealth in RTS is that sometimes being precise is not super easy with RTS, and especially with stealth, it's super, super important. So I guess it kind of comes down to whether or not I can control individual. But it is $5. I mean, how could you go wrong with $5? But not enough hotties in World War or in war RTS shooter games. Even if there was, you're gonna see them from what, like a bird's eye view. So, damn. But Appy's gonna smoke a BRB already, Appy. Don't forget to pick up some milk. Actually, so this is I was thinking of actually no, I should get this for giggles for Christmas. I was gonna get her something else, but this might be a little better. So I think she'd like this. Now check it out. Check it out. So Date Everything is a sandbox dating simulator set in the comfort of your own home. Let the romance flow between your bed, smoke alarm, and overwhelming sense of existential dread. Are you ready to date everything? Question mark. Um, so yeah, it's a dating game, and she's into that, into dates and whatnot. So I think this might be exactly what she's looking for. Really, who's to say? And I mean, these are, you know, these are the guys you're looking for, or the girls. You know, you understand, or actual kitchen sink. Nope, actual kitchen sink. Um, Dakung says, or maybe you can check on Iron Harvest. I think that this one is quite famous. I actually own Iron Harvest. So Iron Harvest, I have it already, but I never finished it. And I was enjoying it, uh, but then I originally got Iron Harvest for um, as like a hold me over till I got Gates of Hell. So originally I found out about Gates of Hell. It was like the one thing I really, really, really wanted, and I wanted it to go on sale before I bought it because all the DLC together is like 150 bucks, 170 bucks, depending on your bundle. So for that reason, um, I wanted to get it at like 60 bucks when it goes on sale for 60. So I got Iron Harvest as a means of like something to play while I wait for that. And Iron Harvest is it's okay. I never finished it. Just to preface, I never fully finished it. I got, I don't know, maybe like 25-30% through the campaign. The game's kind of hard. Not in like a bad way necessarily, but um the my main criticism is the audio balance is kind of whack. Even after rebalancing, it's kind of whack. Um, and the main character, I don't remember what her name is, but there's this girl with a sniper and like a bear companion. So if you click on her, uh, she does this thing where she needs to like acknowledge that you clicked on her, and it becomes very annoying very quick. So uh, you click on her and she'll be like, kind of busy, kind of busy, kind of busy. Kinda busy. She says this when she's getting shot at and you select her. Um, and it happens over and over again. It Loki kind of drives me nuts. And the main issue is with her specifically because her the audio balance is messed up and her voice is really sharp, so it kind of like discomfort for my ears. Um, Everybody else has a similar issue. It's just not as loud. Uh, Other people they say a voice line every time you click on them, and you click on them all the time, so it's just constant like say me voice lines. Um, Anyway, so for that reason, I haven't really finished it. I did get it though. It was fun. Don't get me wrong. This is fun. Um, that's just like my one critique about this. That was kind of bothering me is the voice lines when you click. Um, but I did want to check this out because this company right here. Wait, is it one of these two guys? Publisher developer is making the Dawn of War 4. So things are looking up. If these guys are in charge of Dawn of War 4, then we should we should be good. Anywho, Bakashi says, date everything LOL. I looked at all the designs and not that many appeal to me. Sigh, but the concept is so fun. And she's into dates and whatnot. Taku, please, haha. You know her so well. She's very much like she alternates. Some weeks she'll or some months she'll be like, I'm so happy I'm single and blah blah blah. And then other months she'll be like someone take me on a date. I need a kiss. Uh, so you know, not that there's anything wrong with that. That's just how it goes. So for that reason, I think date everything is a good choice for giggles. Bakashi says, "Have you heard of Frostpunk? Not RTS, but kind of survival micromanagement esque. Not sure if your type of game, but tis cheap right now. I actually have heard of Frostpunk. um, and whoops, hold on, I'll just pick a random date. Now Frostpunk, I'm a little less inclined, and the reason for that is specifically because um, there's a lot of reading. I'm lately, yeah, you see, like right here. Hold on, see that? Like this is something that this reminds me a lot of this war of mine. The game, this war. I'm just gonna show you real quick so you guys know what I'm talking about. But we'll come back to Frostpunk. But this game, this war of mine, devastating. You having to manage all. Essentially, you have to like manage this little like house during the day, um, and then at night you have to run out into the world, take calculated risks about what it is that where you want to go, what it is you want to loot. You gotta once you get the loot, you gotta decide, okay, how am I gonna blah blah blah. People will come up to your door and they'll be like, um, "Oh, my friend is coming to loot this place. Would you like to join us?" And then you have to decide whether or not you want to send that guy out. Um, anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that this game is really stressful. Uh, I played it quite a bit, so I did enjoy it, but it's just very stressful. And then I guess my worry is that when I look at Frostpunk here, you see how it like, uh, where did that thing go? There's like a menu in here, but yeah, here. So you see how it's like we enter the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. A choir of excited voices welcomes us. Uh, Escort survivors to the city or send the survivors to the city. Uh, Stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know, but I mean, it looks cool. It looks cool, but I think ultimately, just based on my surface level understanding, it does seem like it boils down to having to read a bit and then having to make some very strategic decisions based on what I read, which I do already do a lot of in Rogue Trader, 40K Rogue Trader. Um, but I don't know. Anyways, Sorry, I need to stop criticizing too much, but I know this game is reviewed very well. Anywho, uh, but Doc Hung says my jaw dropped. Was it jaw dropping for Date Everything? Mayhaps. Kashi says, might be more up Appy's alley since I think he liked Factorio. Factorio is something that I am interested in, but I know it never goes on sale. Like, this game looks so cool to me. If I'm being realistic, though, I don't really know how much I'm going to play this above all the other stuff in my library, but a little daunting, but it does look pretty cool, you know? It's almost indecipherable nonsense right now. I don't know what any of these things mean, but Kashi says, wait, JK, reading. Not reading! Don't make me read! And stress could definitely use more of it always. I don't know. I don't know about that. Well, let's see what else we have. Deep discounts are always a plus. Well, actually, sorry, I'm going to take a quick detour. So, Control, I already own this, so, I already played Control and I already own it, just so we're clear. But the new Control was actually announced. I think it's like Control Resonant or something. So that's pretty cool. But the reason I bring this up is that there's a FBC Firebreak. This is something I've had my eye on. Oh, it's 86% now. This looked cool to me. It's a 3-player co-op. So this co-op game is set in the world of Control. So it's in Control. The building you're in is called the Oldest House, and this game is like a 3-player co-op shooter set within the Oldest House. And it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool generally. I don't want to show too much of this, but generally speaking, this looks really, really cool to me. And this does appeal to me a lot, being that, Dark Tide player here. But the problem is that the reviews for this weren't very good. So for that reason, it kind of dropped off my radar. Knowing that 30 people in the past few days have rated it 86% positive, I think is a little more good. But even then, I'm not really sure. So I don't know. But see, bottom line, I do not think this experience is worth. I do think this experience is worth having, but not at full price. Wait for a sale or a drop. What? Oh, I think I'm being called back into Dark Tide, which is what I was waiting for. But yeah, this game, like, I want them to fix it first. I heard there's like 4 maps, which is wild for $40, by the way. That's crazy. $40 for 4 maps. Even if it was 8 maps, that's crazy. $20 does still seem a little high. I think like 10 would be better. Based on what I heard about the game, 10 is probably better, but that's on my radar. I'm very unlikely to buy this because of how poorly received it was. Because, generally people say 66% say this game sucks. Sorry, this game's good. 34% say it sucks, which is a large percentage. So, but Appy says I played both Frostpunk and this War of Mine. They're both pretty good. Yeah, this War of Mine is good, but it's really stressful. Like, it can go well for one moment, and then all of a sudden it just falls apart. Kashi says, should have guessed Appy the Gamer. And imagine needing friends to play games. Yeah, man. Can you imagine needing friends to... Oh, there it is! Control Resonant! So this is the one that was announced. Check how cool this looks. Whoa! I gotta replay Control before I play this game, though. I don't remember what happened in Control. I remember Control was really good. But its story was very unique. Memorable in that I remember it was good. But not so memorable that I remember exactly what happened in the story. Same thing with like Death Stranding. It's so complicated that I'm like, Death Stranding is good, but I don't remember what happened. Um, or I don't remember how to explain how the world works, rather. So, anywho. But Overcooked is on sale. That's pretty cool too. Um, Valhalla. I'm upset that I got Dead Island 2 for like 15-20 bucks when I could have picked it up for 5. That's crazy. Detroit Become Human. I already played, or I either played it or I watched a YouTube video on it, or I did those vice versa. Bendy and the Ink Machine. I like and appreciate the concept, but it's not really for me. What other games do we have? For Honor is always a good one. I respect it. Fallout 76 is good. Already have it though. Man Eater is not really in my wheelhouse. The Skywalker Saga, I actually played a little bit of this, but I bought it for 20 bucks. Or was it 30? I never finished it. I did do a sizable chunk of it though. This was back before I had my gaming PC. Only had my Steam Deck. And it kind of ran kind of not super great on my Steam Deck. So, um, but you know how it is. This is specifically for the deep discounts. So, not really sure what to do there. But Dakung says, I'm starving, haven't eaten since this morning, and it's already past noon. Might grab some scran? What is scran? But I hope you have a wonderful lunch, Dakung. You need to gotta eat something. Yeah, gotta eat. Even me, like I only had dinner like what, an hour ago, like 15 minutes before stream started. So yeah. I don't know, man. Gotta get some food. But Scran, it's grub, a food. Kashi says scrandle. What is scrandle? Um, but no, I definitely grab something to eat. You definitely gotta get something to eat. Eat. I didn't realize how starving I was until I had dinner. So, but Kashi says, want to watch a playthrough of Expedition 33 eventually. When will I have time? Sigh. I am considering, like, I really want to play this game, but being that there's a lot of streamers playing it currently, it's a bit of an oversaturated type thing. So I don't think I'll be playing this anytime soon, and it is a big time commitment. So this is one of those things I want to do, but I don't see myself doing it anytime soon. Kingdom Come Deliverance is actually something I am considering currently. Uh, the two really big things that I am considering are Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Battlefield 6. However, being that, like I said, I already spent 210 bucks, I'm like, I can't really justify spending $80 more. Now, I guess it would be 40 plus 50. So I guess it'd be 90 bucks. So in total, I'd be spending 300 over the course of 2 months, 3 months. So I'm like, I don't know, but Kashi says my brother played it without me watching. Betrayal of the highest order. Betrayal of sibling pact. No, it's okay, Kashi. We'll we'll have to find the time. But Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is really good. Not really my type of game, so I don't know much else about it. So, in the history of this channel, as Appy can attest to, uh, the channel actually like really picked up in growth when I started Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. For a very long time, it was me and Appy for like me, Appy, for like a pretty long time. And Grizz and Kitsune actually came in from Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Um, so Kingdom Come Deliverance does hold a special place for me, in that it's one of the very early games that we had played, um, and where I had met a lot of people in the channel, the early days of the channel. The reason I haven't gotten it is two reasons. The big one being price. I don't like paying full price for games. But the second reason is that I knew that it was going to be supported with DLC, so you can see the Royal Edition down here. Um, I wanted to get the actually, is there more than that? Oh, expansion pass. Okay. So I wanted to get all the DLC, but I really don't like finishing a game and then it releases DLC and then I go back to it. I'm not a big fan of doing that. I would very much prefer to do everything all in one go, um, with all the DLC and all the fixes attached to it. So currently, Kingdom Come Deliverance is in that state where it has all the DLC, I believe, that's going to come out, and it's pretty bug fixed. So for that reason, I am more inclined to buy this than I am over Battlefield, but at the same time, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a massive time commitment and one that I'm not really sure where to put it yet. I am currently playing through Gates of Hell, and that's kind of my current hyperfixation, so I'm not really sure uh, where this would fit into our schedule. So, anywho, but channel lore nodders, I think I remember Kitsune being really into it. Yes, uh, yeah, Kitsune did offer to get this for me, but I don't know. I'd kind of feel bad because one, it's a bit expensive, and two, I also am kind of worried about just because of how massive the game is. I'm like, I don't really know if I'll be finishing it because Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, that game, like, I started focusing on the main quest just to move things along, but that game had like, I don't even know how many months we had it on the channel, but that thing was massive. So if this one's larger than that, it's like, I don't really know if I how long it'll stay on the channel, how often we'll be playing it. So for that reason, I'm like, I don't know, but I'm more likely to get this than I am Battlefield 6. But I think I want Battlefield 6 more at this moment. But I'm very unlikely to stream Battlefield 6. That's more of a for me thing. I really want this for the channel, but I'm like, I don't really know about the time commitment it'll take. So that's kind of up in the air right now. But yeah, that's something I'm thinking about. Arc Raiders, I already bought this for full price. I should have just waited. You know, I found out recently that the NPCs, the store NPCs, they're actually AI. Like the voices are AI. I didn't notice at all. Honestly, if I knew the voices were AI, I probably wouldn't have bought it. But I'm not 100% sure. They sound pretty believable. So, but yeah, I haven't played much Arc Raiders. I got killed a few times. But yeah, I like real voice actors as well. And I do think there is a place for AI voices in that it would be really cool to have NPCs that have infinite dialogue if it's all controlled by AI. Um, but still, I'm like, not a big fan. Where it doesn't need to be there, it shouldn't be, you know? But I had such a phase with Japanese Seiyu. Who's Seiyu? Who's that? Oh, Hogwarts Legacy was. Oh, actually, guys, all PC owners here. Blood West is free on Epic Games. I played a little bit of it. I actually bought it. I didn't know that it was gonna be free. Oh, Kashi. Damn it. We almost ate a Kashi. She moved away. Never mind. Your avatar was like right at my mouth. Anyways, um, but yeah. So, what was I saying? Leave me alone. No. Oh. Anyways, so what was I saying? Oh, so Blood West, I paid for it, but it was uh it's free currently. I paid for it like months ago. This was when I got COVID and I had nothing to do. I was like, I'm just gonna buy Blood West. I got stuck in Blood West, so I stopped playing it. See, all these games, the thing about me, I'm like, I love games. I want to try them out, and then I try it out, and then I don't finish it. So, and Divinity is good. I never finished Divinity either. Speaking of games, I never finished. 2, I didn't finish. I was supposed to play that with a friend, and then I kind of fell off on that. It's been like 2 years, 3 years. Divinity 1, I got like past the first city, and then I got burnt out, and then I stopped. Elden Ring, trash. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm half kidding. I don't like Elden Ring, but it's just not for me. It's not bad. It's just not for me. So, um, anyways, and then on top of that, it's on PlayStation right now. I don't own it on PC, and I don't really want to buy it. So, but Kashi says, I love waiting for games to go on sale. Never buy it, never play it. So true. I have a few of those in my collection. Halo the Master Chief Collection, $10 is an excellent deal for like what 4 to 5 Halo games. But if I'm being realistic with myself, I don't really care for Halo that much. Like I'm like, oh, it's fun when I play it, but after that, it's like, whatever. Balatro, I saw Bluxy playing this, so I bought it. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Not really my thing for like long periods, but it was fun. So, but Halo going onto PlayStation, what has the world come to? Gears of War is one thing that I'm waiting for that to go on sale. It's on PC right now and on PlayStation. They really need to remaster 1, 2, and 3 and bundle it together, but they haven't for some reason. Upsetting. Anywho, I'll have to go in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna extend the stream by a bit longer. I was originally gonna stream until I got called back into Darktide, and I just got called back in, so I gotta go soon. But I do want to keep exploring this with you guys, so we're gonna keep going for a little longer. Plus, I need to figure out what I'm gonna get because I only got a certain small amount of time to figure it out. So we'll have to see. Peak is really fun. I gotta play that with Giggles soon. Ghost of Tsushima, I want to play this too, but $36, bro? That's crazy. Especially being that I was going to say it's so old. It's not that old. It's 2024, but it feels old. So, Bakashi wants Peak on Mac. Is it not on Mac? Oh, it's not. Damn. Yeah. Now that there's worth getting a PC for. That's good fun. Rogue Trader's on Mac. You got to read though. Darktide on Windows, $10. I got all the guys in the office to get into Darktide, so that's where I'm going tonight. So yeah, that's later tonight. Actually, I wonder, is he playing it right now? Oh yeah, he is. He'll be fine. He's fine. He'll figure it out. But my friend has been really into Ghost of Yote, and ARM PC chips really expensive right now. I think RAM is expensive. I think like all other components are just normal expensive, but RAM is especially expensive. So as long as you just have, like 2 gigabytes of RAM and everything else, you'll be all right. I'm kidding, obviously. You need more than 2 gigabytes of RAM unless you're running like a dinosaur of a computer, but and welcome into Azray. Talk to me, Taku. Oh, brother, welcome in. So today is the day that we figure out exactly what we should get from the Steam Winter Sale. I've only got a little bit more time until I get pulled away to do Darktide with a friend coworker of mine, so we're gonna have to speed run this. But look at this BS. Not this game. Well, yes, this game. I was gonna talk about something else, but let me talk about some BS before the BS. Okay, you see this? Do you see this? Now, you might, on the surface, it's like, oh, look at this. Black Ops Zombies Chronicles Edition, including full base game plus Zombies Chronicles content expansion. So you might look at this and you might think to yourself, wow, amazing deal. Look, it's like 70% off almost. And it's like $20. Whoa. Let me tell you something. This game, if you were to play a multiplayer match, congratulations, you have a virus. So supposedly, as far as I've seen on the internet, this game, Activision has not bothered to patch the multiplayer, and there's like a well-known exploit that just lets you push viruses to other people's computers. So if you were to play this game in multiplayer, congrats, virus. They're not patching it. So for that reason, I didn't buy this game. If they patched it, this is an insta buy for me, but they didn't patch it, and I don't want to get a virus. So this is a major no from me, Chief. I mean, technically, you could just buy it and play it single player, but where's the fun in that? You know what I mean? So, actually, I guess I would need Zombies Chronicles Deluxe. Zombies Deluxe. Zombies Chronicles Edition versus Zombies Deluxe. What is the difference? I'll have to look that up later, but yeah, it's not patched. Am I on the side of the virus? Yay. Spread the virus around. No, it's... Well, if you aren't on the side of the virus, you will be. So, but Azray has Zombies Chronicles, and that's fine, because the one you have is on PlayStation, right? PlayStation, it's fine. PlayStation is fine. On PC is where it's dangerous, because on PC it's not patched. I mean, it's not patched on PlayStation either, but the chances of somebody putting a virus on PlayStation to infect other PlayStations, I don't think is super likely. PC, on the other hand, this thing is like common enough. This thing is common enough that people keep talking about it. So, anyways, but you should get it on PS. Is it even the same? I haven't used my PS PlayStation for a long time. It's been a long time. I really do miss zombies though. Ah, so fun. So fun. But okay, so that's the first BS. The original BS I was going to talk about. Look at this, bro. What is this? What is this? Look, 2008? Brother, $15? It's 25% off? You're telling me, right? You're telling me this 17-year-old dinosaur of a game only goes on sale for 25% off? Are you kidding me? $15? Anyways, I was looking at this. I wanted to get this on sale. But $15 is rough, bro. 15 is crazy. For a game that's like almost considered legally an adult, that's crazy. This game could have been born and is either on the brink of graduating high school or already has graduated high school. That's how old this game is. And it's still 25% off. You've got to be kidding me. But Kashi says I've spent $15 on games during the sale. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I own Arc Raiders, Azray. I do own it. I haven't played it much lately, but I do own it. Actually, hold on. Let me respond to my coworker real quick, just so that he knows I'm planning to get into Dark Tide. Are you ready, son? That'll buy me some time. Oh, it appears it just... Oh, never mind. I'm back. It screwed up my model for a sec, but it's all good. So anywho, but yeah, I was considering whether to tell him my stream. It hasn't really come up yet. But the problem is that people in my office, I know way too much about like everybody's business, and I kind of feel like no one in there knows how to keep a secret, so I don't really want everybody knowing that I stream. But this is 40% off. I bought this full price. Konami, what do you mean it's 40% off? This released like a few months ago. Insane. Anyways, but yeah, my coworker, he's into VTubers and uh into watching VTuber content. And if you were to make a Venn diagram of our like the stuff we get recommended on YouTube, if you made a Venn diagram, it would be a circle. Um, like pretty much anything like VTuber news that I talk about, he already knows, if not in more depth than I already know. Um, it's pretty crazy. Anyways, but never buy games on release. Wait until sales. I should have waited until sale. I could not wait with this one though. This game was so damn good. I do wish I kind of played it a little later though. Um, just being that they added ultra wide and they fixed the frame rate issue after I stopped playing, so that's kind of sad. It was good though. It was good. Sounds like a nerd. He is a bit of a nerd, I suppose. But playing Pokemon Go lately, how do I stream that? You can do like an IRL stream, maybe. I don't know how that would work. Also, he hasn't responded. I asked him if he's ready. I think he's mid-game. Let me check. Yeah, he's actively playing as we speak. You suppose. Look into a mirror, brother. This nerd. Look in a mirror. But let's see. I played Doom 1. I didn't really care for it. Like, it wasn't bad. You know, don't get me wrong. Doom 1, sorry, the Doom remake. It's not bad. It's just kind of whatever to me. Not really my thing, so that's up in the air. Marvel Spider-Man 2, I never finished 1. I played 1 on PlayStation when I still had like that PlayStation catalog selection. And then my subscription ran out, and then I never finished 1. 1 was okay. It was okay. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, I got gifted Spider-Man Miles Morales, which came with a copy of 1. Damn, I gotta finish that game, huh? Let's see. IRL Asbury stream is never happening. Uh, we could go in walkies. I only exist in a dimly lit box on the corner of your screen. Ah, yes. Asbury in the corner. I can hear Asbury in my mind getting playing Warzone. He gets bodied and he's like, "That's crazy. The guy in the pink rabbit costume killed me. That's crazy." And then he'll like put some food in his face or something. But walkies would be fun. Walkies would be fun. But copy of Juan? Juan what? Wow, it's like I'm there. You'll just see like the stuffed animal and the lamp in the background, and Asbury sitting in front, just like completely poker faced, playing Warzone. He gets bodied by someone in the most ridiculous costume. And then he proceeds to say that's crazy at least 5 times over the course of like 2 minutes. Yeah. He has a name, sir. The Cornelius? The stuffed animal? Okay, I'm kind of worried about pronouncing that. I don't know what that says. But anywho, For Honor is $1.50, by the way, for anyone that's interested. It's a pretty good game. Pretty good. Want to buy Blueprints? What is Blueprints? Oh, oh, anime watcher spotted. Wait, what is this? Welcome to Mount Holly, where every dawn unveils a new mystery. Navigate through shifting corridors and ever-changing chambers in this genre-defying strategy puzzle adventure, but will your unpredictable path lead you to the rumored room 46? Kashi says it's not an anime. Mm-hmm. That sounds like something an anime watcher would say. Not that I know, but I'm just saying. It's going to be cheaper in a year, Psy. Then I'll have more free time too, Psy. 34%. Yeah, I would wait. I would wait. If you don't have time, I would just wait. 92% positive, though. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm a bit over time. So here's what I'll do. I have to, like I said earlier, the original intention of the stream was just to kind of, I really wanted to chat with you guys. Thank you all for showing up. I appreciate it. I wanted to chat with you guys and browse through my winter sale stuff until I got called back to Darktide, and I got called back like 10 minutes ago, so I gotta go. But here's what I'll do. I like this. I like spending time with you guys. I appreciate you guys coming to talk. Thank you all for appearing. We can pick up this sometime later. I still have to look through my, I still need to look through the store. So if you guys have any suggestions, I'm not making any guarantees about buying stuff. But if you guys want to like show me a game or something that's safe for work, I'm going to preface that. If it's safe for work and you want me to take a look at it, then we can do so. During my next downtime, I can throw a stream up. Like doing this is just kind of whatever. It takes like 2 seconds. So, but yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you guys have anything you're interested in me checking out, definitely let me know for the next stream. If I do this again, it's probably not going to be scheduled. I'll just kind of show up and just see what happens. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you too. Appy, Kaji, K Scott, Asbury, Dakong. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Look up all the sus games on sale. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Okay. I was going to say, I wonder if JT's online. Okay, he's not. All right. Night, everybody. Thanks for joining. Good night.